Good morning, fellow traders. Bubba here. It's time for the Good Morning Market Prep for Tuesday, July the 7th, 2020. I hope everybody had a great night last night. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice, so please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. All right, well, let's check and see where we are in the where we left off of the markets yesterday and where we might be going today. So SPX, green month so far, right? So nice push so far in the early parts of the month. Weekly chart, we get over a lot of these upper shadows. We still have this this red weekly candle to contend with, but we are over the 30 weekly moving average, so that's good. Daily chart, we filled the island top reversal gap. So that's good. It did its job yesterday, and I think the futures are kind of calming down a little bit after that going into today. Let's take a look at the SPY and see how that is. So SPY didn't actually fill its open gap yesterday, so that's still there. But it's a green day yesterday, so let's see how it handles the yesterday's levels. Let's take a look and see how it's behaving here pre-market. So down pre-market, let's look at the S&P futures. Okay, so S&P futures really interesting here today, right? So one of the things that we're seeing is this megaphone that we drew yesterday is still in effect, right? We got all the way to the top end of the megaphone, right? Nice push after hours, and then we just dropped really significantly off that. We're kind of getting to the low end of that range right here. So let's see how these levels hold. If we continue to slide down there, this 3130 level looks like it could be potential rally support from yesterday morning and or yesterday evening, and the evening, basically Sunday night. and then we'll see where we go from there. And then there's an open gap below here on the S&P futures, so that could get tested as well. So let's see how this megaphone holds today and where we go from there. Let's take a look at the MES. These are the S&P micros. So let's see. So basically, downtrending here this morning. So made it a rally attempt here. So let's see. It's really got to get back above that 3150 level, which was a key level yesterday. And see if we can break above that, and if it decides to work its way up. Other than that, right, the megaphone continues, and then we'll see where we go from there. Let's take a look at the Qs this morning and see how they're behaving. So there's been a lot of divergences between the Qs and the S&P. They've been a lot stronger, right? So the S&P was really choppy yesterday, but the Qs, led by Fang yesterday, gave a really big move up. Pulled back yesterday, kind of like a big bull flag right here. They gave a push into the close, and then down here pre-market. Let's take a look at the IWM. They struggled yesterday, right? The Russell struggled yesterday. So stayed below its 15 order ball day and then gapping down here this morning. So watch out for that one. Let's take a look at Apple and see how it's behaving here this morning. So Apple's kind of hanging in there. It's a little bit of a gap down, but it's basically holding a couple pivot lows from yesterday. So let's see how that holds going into the open today. Let's take a look at Tesla. So Tesla still up pretty decent. This morning was up 30. It was up at one point. It was up like 60 or something points. So over 60 points. But it's hanging in there. So it looks like it's trying to gap up. Retested the all-time highs this morning on the pre-market levels and gapping up this morning. Just kind of keep an eye on it, see how it goes going into today. What else? So we've got Amazon had a big day yesterday. Right, big push up to 30.57 and 30.75 after hours. So it's basically about flat here this morning going into today. So that should be an interesting one to keep an eye on. A couple other ones that are interesting here. Let's take a look at NVAX. So they've been awarded $1.6 billion as a COVID-19 vaccine candidate, and so that's huge for them. So that's a big move on the NVAX. So that's definitely one to keep an eye on today. Nikola had a rough day yesterday. It's getting some downside follow through on that one, so let's see how that goes going into today. These electric car makers are really interesting. So NIO, another one to keep on the radar. It's about flat here this morning, but definitely had a big day yesterday. Look at the daily chart. Starting to get extended on here. No real news for it, right? So see how that upper shadow holds. Is a big gap below, so that could be interesting if it starts to push into that gap. It's a good one to keep an alert on right there to see if it gets can get and stay below those lows and into the gap. So that's definitely something to look at right there. Boeing, they had some airplane cancellations from one of their contracts, and so that is down pre-market here. So let's see how that behaves today. It could be an interesting one. Keep an eye on the banks today. Goldman Sachs was strong yesterday, but not getting a gap up here this morning. Kind of showing a little bit of a move down here. So we're seeing that go on today. Other than that, DKNG is one to keep on the radar. That had a rough day yesterday. It's continuing to show its downtrend behavior pre-market. Right, we had that M formation right here. The pullback to the ADMA on low volume. Right, is showing that it's might want to try some more downside on that one. So let's see how that goes today. And other than that, we're going to be keeping an eye on these and some other ones, going into today, and of course the go-to list, and seeing how the market behaves today. So good stuff, guys. I hope everybody has a great trading day today. We'll catch you guys at Lunchtime Market Wrap. Stay healthy out there, and Lunchtime Market Update. Stay healthy out there. Remember your risk first, and stay safe. See you in the game, and I'll talk to you guys soon.